Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing the notion of expired U.S. passports and a recent announcement from the U.S. Embassy here in Bangkok. This announcement's June 4, 2021. Announcement is titled Message to U.S. Citizen, U.S. Embassy Bangkok, June 4, 2021. Location Thailand. Event. U.S. citizens may directly return to the United States with certain expired U.S. passports. And for those who want to look for this, you can find this online at the U.S. Embassy's website. That's th.usembassy.gov. And again, it's Message to U.S. Citizens, U.S. Embassy Bangkok, June 4, 2021. Quoting directly, if you are overseas and your passport expired on or after January 1, 2020, you may be able to use your expired passport to return directly to the United States until December 31, 2021. Quoting further, you qualify for this exception if, and this is if, all the following are true. You are a U.S. citizen. You are currently abroad seeking direct return to the United States. You are flying directly to the United States, a United States territory, or have only short-term transit, quote-unquote, connecting flights through a foreign country on your direct return to the United States or to a United States territory. Your expired passport was originally valid for 10 years, or if you were 15 years of age or younger when the passport was issued, your expired passport was valid for 5 years. Your expired passport is undamaged. Your expired passport is unaltered. Your expired passport is in your possession. Quoting further, you do not qualify for this exception if you wish to depart from the United States to an international destination. So I think that's somebody who's looking to use the U.S. as like a lily pad. And I could see that being like a dual national. They go into the U.S. and then they take off using their other passport. Going to have a problem with that because it's still an expired passport. And once you're in the United States, I think the thinking is, well, you know, you've used it to get here. That's the purpose. Quoting further, you are currently abroad seeking to travel to a foreign country for any length of stay longer than an airport connection en route to the United States or to a United States territory. So that's like going to a third country and staying a while and then going to the U.S. Your expired passport was limited in validity. What does that mean? Well, there are certain emergency passports that can be issued, and we've seen those issued oftentimes for a 1-year period as opposed to a 5 or a 10-year period. Your expired passport is a special issuance passport, such as diplomatic official service or no-fee regular passport. I think that's self-explanatory. And this is probably what could get some people jammed up, probably more often than anything. Your expired passport is damaged. Your expired passport is altered. Your expired passport is not in your possession. One question I'd be curious to know on altered is if one has a passport from the days when you could add pages, if addition of pages is considered an alteration. Most of those passports should be pretty well expired by now, but I don't know. Maybe there's a few left around. And then they go on and talk about routine passport processing time in the U.S. and quoting directly, please be advised that currently routine passport processing in the United States can take 10 to 12 weeks. There's a lot more information in here. I urge those who are watching this that are really, really interested in this, go check out the U.S. Embassy Bangkok's website. Again, th.usembassy.gov, and you can find this message on there. But I thought this was really interesting. I really have to say I hesitate to use the word nice, but it's very accommodating that you're seeing, you know, the U.S. government taking an active interest in problems for expats. It's also an expedience, I think. You know, people that are just looking to go to the United States, that they've just got their passport, it happened to expire, and due to logistical concerns out here as well as problems in getting appointments at the U.S. Embassy and things, you know, I see where they kind of came up with this as an expedience through the end of the year. Look, if you just want to get on a plane and go to the U.S., even if your passport's expired, you can go ahead and do that, it appears. Now, probably a good idea to totally suss this out before getting on a plane one may also want to go ahead and look into the policies of the airline, because notwithstanding that the embassy in the United States is going to allow folks to return that way, airline policy, they're the one actually taking you there. And I could see circumstances where they say, yeah, we understand that may be the policy of the U.S. government, but we don't want to risk it, because these airlines have issues with taking someone, especially knowingly, that could be deemed deportable. It may be on them to take them back out of the country. So again, depending on your circumstances, may not be a terrible idea to contact a legal professional, gain some insight and guidance into the best ways to proceed.